Robert Louis Stevenson said wine is bottled poetry. Even after hundreds of years of tradition, winemakers continue discovering new experiences, new tastes in wine. Those regions credited with much of today's innovation in the art of winemaking are known as the New World. Many of the best-known New World wine countries are in the Southern Hemisphere: Argentina, Chile, South Africa, Australia, and tucked away in the corner of the world, New Zealand. Unlike Australia, a respected producer of full-bodied reds with its hot continental climate, New Zealand is best known for Sauvignon Blanc. But New Zealand is a country of diversity. The more northerly Hawke's Bay region has a warm climate and conditions similar to Bordeaux in France, which, along with a willingness to experiment, means that the red wine styles of New Zealand are emerging to produce exceptional fruit-driven wines. And one of the most consistent performers is Mills Reef. Although they are comparative newcomers to the world stage, this family-owned winery has rapidly built an enviable reputation for exciting wines, particularly premium Bordeaux-style reds. The Mills Reef commitment and approach to winemaking have earned such awards as Champion Winemaker of the Year.
In the early 90s, we discovered this Gimblett Gravels area and decided some of the grapes we were getting from the region were something special.
Paddy Preston is the founder of Mills Reef. Key to the winery's success is their vineyard in the Gimblett Gravels, a region in the Hawke's Bay that is ideally suited to growing the Bordeaux and Rhone red grape varieties.
So we decided to plant these Bordeaux varietals and Syrah. Some of the early wines have turned out to be a great success.
It's often said that the top wines in the world are made in the vineyard, and Mills Reef has the same philosophy towards that.
Paddy Preston's son, Tim, is also an experienced winemaker. He and his father have a hands-on philosophy when it comes to winemaking.
The viticulture is very intense. As you can see, vines down to just a metre apart. And those vines, when they're mature, will only be carrying 1.5 to 2 kgs per vine. And that's where you get intenseness, complete ripeness, and the tannin structure that you're after.
Tim and Paddy Preston work closely with their vineyard manager, Clive Kerrison, to ensure the quality of their premium wines.
If the fruit isn't balanced in itself in a nice general even colour, then that fruit is inferior to what's on the plant and would be dropped. So we are always looking for these quality parameters and trying to achieve the best wine available, which this property can give us.
With the best hand-picked grapes brought here to Mills Reef in Tauranga, the winemaking task is about to begin for another vintage. It now falls to the winemaker to bring out the natural fruit character of the grapes and mould it into the wine styles sought by individual markets. This is a matter of artistry as much as it is technique. Each style requires a particular treatment and every outcome is different. Experience and instinct are crucial.
So we get now to the barrel stage and look at one of those varietals, maybe Merlot, and we'll have up to 5 different parcels of Merlot from the one vineyard. Each of those parcels have different characteristics, and that allows us to blend the wine to produce the Mills Reef style.
As befits one of the leading New Zealand wineries, Mills Reef Winery has created a great home where they welcome those who appreciate the good things in life. Wine tasting allows visitors to try before they buy from the Mills Reef, Reserve and Elspeth ranges. At certain times of the year, visitors to Mills Reef can see the bottling and labelling processes. The wine is then packed and loaded out for distribution to overseas markets, from the Pacific Islands and Japan to the United States, Great Britain and Europe. In just over a decade, Mills Reef have shot to recognition as one of New Zealand's truly top winemakers, innovators and groundbreakers in wine style. While some of their white wines have received accolades, it's increasingly becoming the Bordeaux-style reds and Syrah that they are making a name for.
Our number one wine is the Elspeth one, which is a 5 varietal blend. Really never been seen before on this scale out of New Zealand. But to lead the way, the Syrah off the Mary Road Vineyard. Syrah is such a well-known variety, and it's judged all over the world from different regions, from different terroirs, and the Gimblett Gravels is standing up and amongst those wines. The scale that Mills Reef is now at is where we want it to be. We're really looking at putting a ceiling on the production and focusing entirely on quality. We're wanting to, really striding to be the number one producer in New Zealand of the big reds, the Cabernet and Merlot Syrah varietals.
Mills Reef, producing premium quality wines to the world since 1989, and a track record of awards that testify to the quality of their wines. Over 250 medals in competition, 9 champion wine trophies, and champion winemaker of the year. Discover, experience, and enjoy the fine Hawke's Bay wines of Mills Reef.